I was called in to look at the fridge because its door wouldn't close. It would close and then open back up about a centimeter, half an inch. And of course this has to happen on one of the hottest days in July, when the temperature indoors is 30 degrees Celsius, 85 Fahrenheit. And in this video I'm going to explain what went wrong with the fridge and how this causes the door to open. So let's take it from the top. The make and model of this fridge is visible right around there. And the shelves are adjustable. You can see it can be raised, so there's less, maybe not dead space, whatever. You can put taller items in or whatever, change the spacing of the shelves as is. This is how this fridge got delivered. That's why there's still tape on everything. And I want to point out how this shelf spacing works with the door pockets. The door pockets don't move, they cannot be reset, and there are two door pockets, a deep one, and a shallow one. So the shallow door pocket is made to work with that vegetable box there, so when the door is closed there's still a 1-inch gap between them or something like that, so that works fine that way. This deeper one of course works with the deeper set in shelf. It's set further in than the edge of the vegetable box below, but at this shelf configuration here, and the shelf could be lower, the top of the shelf and the bottom of the top of the door pocket and the bottom of the shelf still has maybe a 1-inch clearance, but that can change if this shelf is lowered. It could be lowered 1 notch down. And this one here, this door pocket works with that shelf there. There is a 1-inch distance or whatever between the two of them, but again, if this shelf is raised, the clearance changes, as well as any items on the shelf or protruding forward from the shelf, if they don't fit, like a long box, whatever, will hit the door pocket. Likewise, any items below this shelf there, or any items protruding with a handle, not a flush handle like this, bulging handle, whatever, might hit the edge of the shelf. So what happened in this particular situation, and where was this? I'll tell you. By design, this is where the problems lie here. So by design, this works well if the edge of the shelf is flush with the edge of this drawer. If this drawer is a little bit out, the door won't close because the door pocket will hit this, depending on the height of the shelf, but in this configuration this is how it happened. And this can be wedged open by a small cheese like so, and then the door just doesn't close like this, but this is obvious, it's a huge gap like so. So this is easy to catch. Oh, fixed. Now, so where the design problem lies is these two drawers are visually different. This one is fully in when the edge of this extends past the edge of the shelf above, and this one is fine only if the edge of this is flush with the edge of the shelf. If this one extends out, the fridge door will not close. So what happened with one of the small items, not the blueberry, it could be caused by a lemon, but not so much. It could be caused by a jar which can slip behind this drawer and hold it and keep it out. But that particular jar size holds this drawer out this much, and it's obvious that it's out of place. And so this one is less deep, and this was also turned sideways. So let me show you how this was. Like so. Exactly like so. And try to close the drawer here, try as you might, it won't quite work. It's less of a gap here than that was left by the bread cheese, and when you try to close the door, alas, it closes until it actually opens back out about this much. I opened it with my hands like this one. So you could close it and it almost stays closed, and yeah, it took some looking and some thinking. That's because these two drawers visually made almost into the same shape, so this is not going to work. And repeated action didn't quite make this situation did not lead to this discovery, so that needs to be thrown away, of course. And so this drawer is not fine this way, it needs to be in, and that's a design problem. So fridges and fridge shelves and protruding items from the door pockets versus shelf edge may hit each other, but this one is such a hidden gem, how this cream cheese box can cause this drawer to stick out just a smidge, and how the position of this drawer visually has to be different from that for this whole thing to work. That's a bit of a geometric oddity. So that's what happened, that's how it got fixed, and I think it's unique to this particular make and model, to the shelf spacing and how much that drawer can go in. If the drawer was shorter, it wouldn't be such a problem.